Hi, welcome to Ranger Country. I'm Peter.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we're here today to have a look at the brand new BSA Buccaneer Pro. So, take it away.
Let's get into it.
So, Buccaneer, now they've revived this name, haven't they, from an early air rifle that they used to produce.
I will take your word for it. You're old, so you probably know that.
I do.
I don't think I've ever seen one. Not like a Meteor or Mercury. I guess they weren't very popular, were they? Or
to be honest, I don't know too much about them.
Guess not.
No.
Fair enough. Anyway, we'll start as always butt to muzzle. We've got a nice chunky recoil pad here. Well, I don't know. It's a rubber pad. I won't call it a recoil pad because there's no recoil and it's not very soft.
They normally end up just being a spacer, really, don't they, for the stock to give it a little bit more length.
And to, I guess, grip into the shoulder. If it wasn't rubber, you sort of slide around in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I've put on our little notes semi-ambidextrous, which I guess means that it's not. It either is or it isn't. Anyway, so we've got two stock options here. We've got the synthetic and we've got a beach. I would say one of these is not like the other. This is the synthetic stock and this is the exact same one of the Scorpion TS. Whereas this is a brand new, redesigned, very quite nice, quite special looking beach stock.
Do you think this is identical to a Scorpion TS stock?
Feels the same down here.
Does it? Okay.
It is, you could shoot it as a lefty, but it doesn't quite have the same palm swell and contours as it does for a right-handed person.
No.
But, so yeah, semi-ambidextrous. The beach one is fully ambidextrous, he says, questioningly. Looks, is ambidextrous. The cocking handle is obviously side lever, but that is fixed on the right side, on the right-hand side as well. Not on the wrong side. We've got a safety catch just at the back here. Forwards for off and rear for safe. Pretty simple, pretty basic. We've seen that before on like the older style of BSAs.
This is from way back, isn't it? On the Ultras. Simple, just but basically it just slides under the trigger mechanism, causing a blocking feature so the trigger can't be pulled. So
pretty simple, basic, but like it works. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's got a trigger. Moving on. No, so I'm trying to sort of. We'll not gloss over it. I think the trigger is the weakest feature of this rifle. I think it's quite heavy, and on this particular one, straight out the box, we haven't tried another one. There seemed to be no fixed second stage. So there's no take up the first stage, stop, second stage release. I couldn't feel any of that on this particular trigger. But in zeroing, it's been very, very good. So hopefully that will translate later when we get into that part of the video. What have we got up top here?
We have got a removable Picatinny rail, which is, I know BSA have started bringing these out on their R12s.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Not that I'm aware of. I think they did it on the limited edition Ultra, didn't they?
I think they did, yeah. But it's so simple. It's a very good quality aluminium rail. Yeah. Slides onto the existing dovetail and 3 locking screws. Screw it down. I think Viroc were the first ones to bring this out on the HW 100, were they?
Yes, but at least Viroc have a standardised 9 to 11 mil rail on top, not like the 13 mil rail on all the BSAs. So Viroc needed it less than BSAs did. But yes, it's finally come around. It's been out, the R12 pick rail.
I think the 100, HW 100, I think that's a plastic rail, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So this appears to be a good quality aluminium one.
Yeah, they've done it very, very well.
It is.
It nicely fills up the whole length of rail. Yeah, very, very nice.
About 180 mil long, I think that one is.
Hmm.
Now, looking at that, once it's fitted, it doesn't actually look like an aftermarket thought or an afterthought. It actually looks built on there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That actually looks like moulded onto the... they've done it very well.
Yeah.
They really have.
It almost doesn't look removable.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the highest praise that we can give.
Yeah.
Now, magazine in here. This is their tried and tested, frankly, 20-year-old magazine design. It's their 10 round mag.
Is that all?
Well, they changed it. There was a lift-up pin.
Oh, it was. Yeah, you're right.
The little blue interior here is for 177, and it would have a red cassette here for 22. So 177 we've got in here. It's very, very simple to load. Bolt back, magazine drops in, like such. There's a little pin that comes through so you know that it's all the way in, and then you just close the bolt and you're away.
Now, this is a bit different to the older BSA actions in that the older ones had a locking mechanism that you slid back to lock into the magazine and actually lock the magazine in place. Now, this action is a bit of a hybrid unit from BSA and Gamo, and in this respect, they use a little magnet at the far end of where the magazine goes in, and it just grips the outer metal magazine housing. Is the bolt out?
No.
Just pop the lever back. There we go. So you can just feel that last little bit, just feel that magnet, pull that in and hold that.
Just in case you weren't aware, but the camera's in front of us, so they literally can't see that. You have to just believe us.
Good point.
There you go. So that there.
But now you've got gravity taking over as well. So
magnet drops in. Anyway.
Yeah. So several parts of it are obviously Gamo. The tube, the gauge, the fill adapter. They are very Gamo-like.
But obviously you've got that tried and tested. You've got the standard BSA cold hammer forged barrel, which we know and love. We know they're excellent. We've got the magazine system, which obviously started from BSA. We know they're excellent. We've got that.
I think they've been probably one of the most reliable magazines that we've ever had, haven't they?
Somebody's going to come around and tell me, in 2011, January of 2011, there was actually a batch of 26 that had to go back or something. But yeah, I think they've been very, very good.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not the CLX action, like on the Ultras and obviously the R12s. I think it's just a cost-saving exercise, which is a shame because to me, as a layman, it's more expensive than the Ultra, but it's got the cheaper block than the Ultra.
This is regulated though.
That's true.
This has got a new regulator in it.
And it's got a bigger cylinder on it.
It also got fully floating barrel, which I'm a big fan of. How do you feel about fully floating barrels?
I don't really care. As long as it's accurate, couldn't care less, to be quite honest.
Now, one of my gripes with a figure of 8 barrel band on barrels of this, and we've had it with customers who have rung up and said, my rifle has suddenly gone off accuracy. It's all over. It's shooting far off to one side, and the scope will not adjust that far over. And most of the time,
what they failed to tell you,
is that they've given this with a moderator on a fair old whack, and it's actually knocked the barrel band, and it's twisted the barrel with the barrel band, and it's stayed there.
That used to be that was like the trick of the trade on air arms guns. You quite often see that on like an air arms S410 back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. You look down it and it's just off slightly. So obviously you can adjust your scope to compensate for that. But then your different aim points are going to be off anyway because it's going off at that same angle further down the field. It's not on it's not on a regular plane, is it? That pellet's travelling. It's on a going diagonal. So I like it. I do like that.
Right.
That's what we were getting to.
Right, got it.
Was that what you were waiting for?
I was sat here patiently.
Okay. Now we've got a thread protector on the end here. And we've got a standard 1/2-inch UNF thread. Put your favourite moderator on there.
You would definitely want to mod with it. It's not quiet. If you sat on the range, you'd probably annoy your neighbour. But it's basic stuff.
Yeah.
Basic features. Now, obviously, I saw you trying to spin that fill port cover.
That's tight, isn't it?
That particular one's very, very tight, yeah. Let me try this beach one that's down here. I haven't actually tried this one yet. This one's quite tight as well, but I can do it. Yeah.
I mean, what these do, they turn and cover the fill port, basically, to prevent dust ingress. So it's nice to be able to... Yeah, I think it will ease off a little bit. Probably just once... They're held on by O-rings, really. So just want a little bit of lube on the O-rings, I think. A little bit of silicone grease. But it's no great issues. Pressure gauge on the end, so you can tell how much is in it.
Do you mean a manometer?
It's a manometer, if you want to call it a manometer.
Yeah.
It's a contents gauge or a pressure gauge or whatever you would like.
Anyway, we digress. One little thing I will mention is it's the standard Gamo fill probe, and it's got a quick coupler back end on the end of the fill probe. So you got probe bit that goes in. That's a little push in, as you would normally think, with 2 O-rings, and then on the back of that is quick coupler. So that's
nice little touch nowadays, isn't it? Having a quick coupler part on it.
Yes, it means if you're buying a cylinder, then you'll need to buy a female quick coupler to click onto the back of it.
Yeah.
But like compressors and pumps,
a lot of pumps and compressors, they do come with a quick coupler, don't they?
Yeah.
So.
Last little thing we haven't mentioned is it's a 232 bar fill. It is regulated, like you say, and rough shot count. I've shot it from 200 bar to 100 bar, and I got 120 shots out of it. So in theory, 30% more, should be getting about 160 shots, which is a pretty good number actually for a fairly slim, fairly small cylinder. So I think that's quite impressive. This would be a brilliant down the range gun.
It would. Pleased to see that they do it in wood as well as the
synthetic,
the rugged synthetic. Yeah.
This is a
Well, it's ideal pest control gun, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Resting on fences and gates and door frames, window frames, everything. It's,
just everything. Just
everything.
Anything you can lean on.
Anything you can lean on. Yeah. As you do when you have to adapt, don't you? Pest controlling.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
That's the one. That's the one.
Anyway, shall we jump into handling and give you all some more numbers?
Yep.
Back with you shortly.
So we're looking at handling, Lawrence. Would you like to start with some figures?
Is that mainly because you can't read my notes?
Correct.
Fair enough. Yeah. So the synthetic one here, I weighed it before we started. This is about £6 and 5 ounces, which is near enough 3 kilos. It's 92 centimeters with mod on, no mod on to the butt plate, which is about 36 inches. Fairly mid-weight, fairly mid-length. Traditional style rifle. You can't really. There's nothing really. It's not stupid short, not stupid long, really. It's medium length. What do you think of the subjective handling of it then?
I think just put them together on there. Look, you've got a little bit more length on the beach stock on the forend there. Just slight a little bit more. For me, that handles perfectly. They're quite a slim design, aren't they, on the forend?
I thought it was a little bit front heavy when I first got them.
Did you really?
I was like, it's a bit, it's not really, I don't really know. But actually, put a scope on it. We haven't put a mod on, but put a scope on it. I think that brings it in pretty bang on, personally. I really, really like the beech stock. Do I wish it was walnut? I would wish it was walnut at the same price, but it's obviously not going to be. So I think beech is absolutely more than acceptable. This funky contouring here.
A lot of guns are doing that now, aren't they? A lot of manufacturers. Byrock.
Yeah, more sort of flattening.
Yeah.
This does look a little bit like a Lyra, doesn't it?
A little bit, it does.
It's,
yeah.
I think suspiciously like a Lyra. Yeah.
A bit more expensive.
Yeah, but obviously they've just, the design.
Yeah.
I really quite like that. It looks a bit funky. It saves a bit of weight, saves it going straight across, saves you a bit of weight in what they've cut out. And then you've got this sort of half moon crescent shape cut out at the front. I think that's quite funky. And then, yeah, it shoulders very, very well. The grip is very horizontal. Is that what I mean? Help me out. It's very, very, you're pointing in that direction. It's not vertical like a pistol grip would be. It's very sporter style.
It is very sporter style.
Which I quite like, to be fair. It feels a lot like a tradition. It feels much more like a traditional rifle than something with a more vertical grip would be. Yeah, I really quite like it. Personally, I'd go for the Beecher synthetic, but hey.
Chip off the old block, eh? We're like in the wood.
Anyway. What do we think about the cocking lever?
I think the quality of the cocking lever is very, very good, to be honest.
It's a nice, sharp click. It's a bit like, in a way, it's a bit like a Vyrock cocking lever. If you have a Vyrock cocking lever and you just dial up the weight a little bit, but it's 350 quid cheaper. If you just dial up the weight a little bit, it's very, very similar, isn't it?
I think that's going to wear in, and I think that's going to wear in very smooth.
Okay.
I think that's a very positive click, but I do think that's going to wear in. And BSA quality, I think it's going to stand the test of time as well.
That remains to be seen.
Nice quality on the, not quite an R12 on the side lever.
But it is half the price.
It is half the price.
Okay, let's have a go at shooting it then.
Yes. Now you're in the hot seat today, so anything could happen.
Yeah.
So, Lawrence, we've had a good chat about the rifle. Let's see what it can do and what you can do. Moreover, so I'm just going to start the chrono. Going to start the recording as well. Now we're using the Cordwell ballistic chronograph, and it's connected to my phone. We are recording the screen on my phone.
Pack up, go home, as they say.
As they say.
So I'm using Air Arms Diablo Field 8.4 grain today. Obviously we're 177. And as usual, we're in our 25 metre indoor tube range.
Now, as regular viewers will know, we've got 2 errors on the chrono. I can see the target that Lawrence is shooting at. We've got a monitor in the studio here, so I can comment accordingly. Also known as taking the mic. Okay, I saw that go through the
second hole.
Through the second hole. Still got errors on the chrono. Still haven't got a speed registered.
But we have chronoed it before. I know it was about 770 feet per second with standard weights. It's about 11 and a quarter-ish.
another error.
Let me try moving slightly then for the chrono. Maybe not going through the light gates quite right. If I miss, it's because I've moved now.
Oh, is that right?
There you go. That's a new one for the book, I think.
Yeah, I've moved. I'm going to register there. Okay, so we've got a little good little group developing there. We're just below the bull on that one, I think. That's that.
It's that group that I keep
It is
making.
that group, yeah.
Clearly I'm doing something, and I'm doing it the same every time.
Now, I observed something looking in the monitor. Earlier, I observed something which I'd never noticed before, and that was Lawrence keeping his left eye open while he's shooting.
Nobody's ever mentioned it.
So
I don't shoot very in many videos, but nobody's ever mentioned it.
that could be why he's so poor. Just putting it out there. He thinks he's shooting a shotgun, and his grips often do end up as though he is shooting a shotgun.
Ha, good one.
You like that one, did you?
I don't know, just...
People do. Some people close one eye, some people keep both eyes open. I think everybody's different, and just because it works for one person doesn't mean it works for everybody, I don't think so. As often in shooting, there's no hard and fast rules. Now, the more observant viewer would realise we're using our own targets today, and we've designed these. We've put some different aim points, as in a white dot, in the coloured bands, because I know Lawrence has said this before. I'm going to create another group elsewhere on the paper because the bull area is getting quite congested. Now, my default situation in that is to sort of aim for the number three or the 2. But now we've got several different aim points as well, so it just makes our targets a little bit more versatile. God, it took ages with that one, didn't it?
It's because you're nattering.
Sorry. Yeah, so it extends the life of your targets, and it means you don't have to take a wild shot at the they're all going through the same hole. Wild shot at the target somewhere to give yourself an aim point, which I know Lawrence often does that. Creating a different aim point as well as taking a wild shot. Yeah, it's quite a blob there. I mean, we are 25 metres indoors, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So it should be a good grip, and I'd say that's pretty darn good. I'd say that's the
Probably 20p.
The bulk of that's in the 5 pence, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I zeroed it, and obviously most of that group went off and up and left, which is obviously it was banging them in the same hole. So clearly I was doing something wrong, but
No.
it shows the rifle will do it though. It's like we mentioned earlier. Obviously that BSA cold hammer forged barrel. There's a reason they keep making them. They're brilliantly accurate, and that. I think I know we sort of mentioned it earlier as well, but I think that trigger is its weakest point.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
right.
It's quite heavy, and there's no second stop. There's no take the first stage.
There's no defined second stage, is there?
There you go.
Yeah. So it's quite heavy, and then it's. I mean, once you get used to it, I think you'll master it. But
more than just like half an hour before we started, you'd be able to get that group down even further and keep it down.
Yeah, we've said this before. A lot in shooting is won or lost on that final fraction of a second of that trigger pull, isn't it? Yeah.
Or it's the bench doing this as the person next to you is chatting and chuntering away.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, let's go into a conclusion.
So now we've heard all about it, we've seen all about it, and Lawrence has,
Shot all about it.
yeah.
Well, all about the centre, not in the centre, but hey.
You had one in the centre. First lucky shot was in the centre.
We should have just given up there and then.
Yes, you should. So, it's a brand new gun, BSA name on it, made in Birmingham. What do we reckon?
I quite like it. It's to me, as obviously we run the shop, run range and country. It's I don't want to say strange price range, but a less common price range from my experience at least.
About £700 mark, aren't we?
Yeah, as of time of filming. It's neither entry level nor is it sort of high end.
So it's more expensive than an Ultra.
Yeah, but if you've got sort of £1,000 all in, by the time you've got a pump and a scope and bits and bobs, this is where you're going to be at. And I think there are much worse places you could spend your money. That is the right phrase, isn't it? Saying I like it. I'm not saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I really quite like it. I'd have the beach one, personally.
Interestingly, this is the same price point, I believe, as the new Air Arms X200 Vanguard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That had about 120 shots, so you couldn't...
Wasn't ragged.
Currently not ragged.
Had a big bottle on the front, didn't it?
Yeah.
This is a lot more slimline. This is
That comes with a silencer. Comes with 2 magazines. This only comes with 1.
These aren't very expensive.
46 quid.
46 quid,
At
yeah.
the time of filming. And that had an adjustable stock as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it didn't have a beach option.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Lots of 6s and 3s and all that. I really quite like it.
It's a bit of a riddle, isn't it? So 6 and 2 3s.
What?
Yeah, that's all right.
Anyway.
So now we compare it to Kral Rexim X.
Yes.
Quite a lot more expensive.
Roughly half the price. But these are roughly double the price than, let's say, what's popular at the minute. Kral Punch K.
Yeah.
Similar sort of ethos. Punch Ks, you don't quite have the shot count. They're not regulated. They, frankly, don't have the build quality. That's like the internals and stuff. You can take one apart, you soon see the difference in build quality. But the Krals have a walnut stock. I think, ultimately, you can feel the difference in build quality up to these.
I think longevity, these will outperform, won't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Outperform the Turkish.
I don't know what more there is to say than that, to be quite honest with you.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, it wasn't really. Yeah, it took me a while.
Yeah, I think you've got because it's a hybrid with Gamo parts, with BSA parts, with new parts. I think you've got the best of both worlds. Gamo are, we sell bucket loads of Gamos, don't we?
Mm. I will say it's a shame it's not the CLX action with a new bigger magazine and that sort of thing, anti-double load.
How much are those magazines though? They are a bit bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, 60 quid I think or something like that. But then, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with these mags.
No.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go.
There is that, isn't there?
You're sounding like Air Arms now.
What if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Don't fix it for 20 years. Are we done? Is
I
that
think
us?
so. I think so.
Have we got our opinions across? I hope so.
Yeah.
Any questions, drop them in the comments. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.